Hello and welcome to the Unthinkable Tech Podcast, the go-to source for the pulse on technology that's shaping our future. I am Anmol Satija and today we are diving into the digital currents that are transforming our world. Imagine a world that anticipates your needs before you even voice them, a realm where convenience is not just expected, it's embedded into the very fabric of our digital experiences. This is not the stuff of science fiction. It is the reality unfolding around us. Thanks to the relentless evolution of artificial intelligence in our digital platforms. AI has moved from the backrooms of research labs to the forefront of user interaction, revolutionizing the way we shop, socialize, and streamline our lives. But what does this mean for the future of digital platforms? How is AI reshaping the landscape of technology, business, and even our own human behavior? So, today we will peel back the layers of this digital evolution, and to help us navigate this complex terrain, we are joined by Shubhang Malviya, lead of AI Center of Excellence at Unthinkable Solutions. Welcome, Shubhang.
Thank you, Anmol. Thanks for the invitation, and it's great to be here to talk about this exciting topic.
Let's jump right in. So, Shubhang, we have seen software product evolution move from human intuition to data driven strategies, and now AI is at the forefront. What is your take on this evolution?
Hmm, you know, it's been quite the journey for software development. I remember the good old days when it was all about that human gut and expertise. The CTOs and product managers were like artists, using their intuition and experience as their paintbrush, crafting products that they believed users would love. It was personal, it was hands on, but let's be real, it had its limits. Bias could sneak in, and let's not forget, we are only human. There's only so much data we can process before our brains go numb. CTOs realized that not all gut decisions could help them make their software products stand out from the competition and win markets. They needed real user data to make better decisions. So they started capturing the data through, different tools and mechanisms. This led to the data revolution, and suddenly companies had access to mountains of user data. It was like striking gold for the product development. But, and there's always a but, we were kind of like kids in a candy store, overwhelmed by the choices and not quite sure what to do with all that sweet, sweet data. And now we are in the age of AI, where the game has changed once again. AI is like having the world's smartest expert who is always available to analyze data at scale. Now, to give you an analogy, let me just share a real business situation here so that everyone can relate. We had this customer from oil and gas industry who was using sensors to detect anomalies in order to prevent downtime for their oil refinery. The downtime would cost them millions of dollars. The sensors were collecting a vast amount of data every second. However, hiring a specialized person to analyze and take necessary action within time using that data was a costly and time taking affair. We developed a predictive analytics solution using AI and machine learning algorithms, which could analyze data in real time and detect anomalies before they even occurred. This eventually resulted in 80% reduction in unplanned downtime. So this is huge. So what I mean to say is that AI crunches numbers like anything. It spots trends that we would normally miss and even predict what user might want next. It's revolutionizing how we build products, making things more efficient, more objective, and let's face it, it's pretty damn cool.
Absolutely. What a fascinating evolution it has been. And the example you gave of oil and gas industry use case, it really does exemplify the transformative power of AI in decision making. However, with the growing role of artificial intelligence, how can we avoid biases or creating ethical dilemmas?
Absolutely. That's an important issue to talk about. To make sure that AI doesn't accidentally pick up any unfair biases or create tricky ethical situations, we need to feed it with a really varied bunch of data. Hmm. It's like making sure it gets a holistic essence. At the same time, we as businesses should also ensure AI is fair, it is transparent, it is accountable, and respects user privacy. Again, let me quote a real world instance related to this. We recently happened to develop an automated speech recognition solution for the court proceedings in Nigeria. It's a known fact that modulation, dialects, or certain words in one's speech can have negative or positive annotations. In order to make sure that the AI system understands the modulations and behaves ethically, we trained the system with a diverse set of accents, dialects, and voice modulations to prevent bias arising from the parts of speech. And that is why, when we are talking about AI behaving ethically, we have got to stick to some core values, such as being open about how it works, making sure someone can answer for its actions, treating everyone fairly, and keeping people's private stuff private. That is very important. Now, it's also super important to get different kinds of experts in on the AI making process. Like having ethicists and social scientists around can be a game changer. They are the ones who can spot potential ethical headaches early and help us figure out how to avoid them. And we cannot miss one important aspect, that human oversight is needed at every stage. This can be done by setting up correct monitoring, especially when it is making big decisions that can really impact people's life. We need to create an explainable AI ecosystem that help us trust it more.
I really appreciate that comprehensive breakdown, Shubhang. Your insights are spot on. I totally agree to the fact that it is very crucial to cultivate an AI landscape that's rich in diversity and not only in the data. Moving further, I want to ask that how can AI enhance the speed of product innovation?
So AI is like this multifaceted tool that is opening up a whole new world of possibilities at each stage of product evolution. However, one aspect where most businesses struggle is to identify when and where to use AI in their product evolution lifecycle. Before integrating AI, organizations need to ensure there's a clear problem or opportunity that AI can address. Additionally, AI systems typically require large amounts of data to learn and make predictions. So, as a business, you need to consider whether you have access to the necessary data to train your AI models effectively. Having said that, let's discuss few areas where AI can make an impact. During the initial planning phase, businesses need to identify market needs, user preferences, and potential areas of innovation using appropriate tools. Analyzing historical data, customer feedback, and competitor performance can inform the scope and objectives of the software project. By employing data driven A B testing techniques, it can assist in optimizing the software design by analyzing patterns from previous design successes or failures. This can actually lead to a more user friendly interface and efficient system architectures. And now, moving to the next stage, the coding and development phase, AI can analyze code repositories to identify common coding patterns and suggest optimizations or flag potential issues before they become problems. And lastly, during the testing stage, AI tools can analyze past test cases and results to predict where new software is most likely to fail, enabling targeted and efficient testing. It can also be used to generate test data and automate regression tests.
Yeah, and I think AI not only speeds up the innovation process but also adds a level of precision and personalization that was previously unattainable. And as AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more sophisticated applications that will further transform the landscape of product development. I believe it is an exciting time for businesses to leverage AI, and those who do so effectively will likely find themselves at the forefront of their respective industries. So, now Coming to the next important question. Taking into account the diverse range of tasks in business operations, each with distinctive complexities, time necessities, and skill prerequisites, how can leaders judiciously evaluate the segments for AI integration?
So, if businesses want to integrate AI effectively, they need to align it with their strategic objectives. It's essential to invest in technology that adds value rather than chasing trends. Start by evaluating your organization's readiness, like IT infrastructure, data organization, and team skills. Next, identify labor intensive, repetitive tasks that could benefit from automation. Assess which tasks consume excessive time or require specialized skills. That's where AI can enhance efficiency. Another important aspect is data, which is crucial for AI effectiveness. Leaders must ensure they have access to high quality data. Next, businesses should consider the return on investment when implementing AI. So, how should you start? Like, first begin with small pilot projects and fine tune your approach, monitor performance meticulously. So, allow me to give you an example here. We once worked with a client in the e commerce sector who was interested in understanding the sentiment around their products by analyzing mentions and reviews. Although it was a relatively modest project, it marked the beginning of their journey with artificial intelligence. By leveraging the insights gained from this initiative, they were able to make well informed decisions. Consequently, they have now incorporated AI into many of their business processes. So, what I want to say is, as successes accumulate, plan for larger scale integration, always considering the impact on infrastructure and operations. Throughout, foster a culture embracing innovation and change, and preparing and supporting your team for the AI transformation.
Absolutely, Shubhang. Rightly said. It is clear that integrating AI isn't just a plug and play scenario, right? It's a strategic move that requires thorough preparation and a strong focus on aligning with company's vision. And I couldn't agree more about starting with pilot projects. They are the perfect proving ground for innovation. And it would be interesting to see how companies would make AI as their integral part. And now, it is time to ask the big question that's on everybody's mind. So, Shubhang, can AI completely replace human decision making?
See, AI is undoubtedly amazing and has made a significant impact on how businesses work. However, let me just tell you a point. Current AI systems are often designed for specific tasks and lack the broad adaptability and understanding that characterize us as human intelligence. Currently, it heavily relies on human input and supervision. And if we talk about the futuristic aspect rather than replacement, it is more about collaboration. The future lies in collaboration between humans and AI, where the strengths of both can be leveraged for mutual benefit. Taking into account all the points we have talked about earlier related to responsible AI, establishing ethical frameworks, and implementing regulations, we can make sure AI serves human purposes in the most effective way. So I must tell you, it's not here to take over, okay? It's here to boost what we humans do best: create, imagine, and make ethical choices. We are still the captains of this ship, steering it towards innovation and responsible development.
Totally agreed, Shubhang. Your remarks truly capture the essence of the current state of AI and its trajectory into the future. It's refreshing to hear a voice that acknowledges both the capabilities and limitations of AI. So, with this, we come to the end of the episode. This has been an incredibly insightful discussion, Shubhang. Thank you for coming and answering all the questions so patiently. You made it look so simple.
Thank you, Anmol. It was a pleasure to be here.
And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. We hope today's conversation added some flavor to your thoughts on how AI is revolutionizing the digital product arena. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting tech topics and visit our website for more details. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Unthinkable Tech Podcast. Till then, take care and stay tuned.